Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and good evening. I just want to welcome you to my feed. Thank you for being a part of this discussion. As I said yesterday, it's a discussion. It doesn't mean that because we are not interacting, you are talking, I am talking. It is not a discussion. For me, it is because as I speak, you are meditating, you are evaluating, you are analyzing within yourself, and that's interaction. That is discussion. We are discussing. So I really want to welcome you guys to my feed. Thank you for being a part of this feed, because we are going to discuss some issues today. But I think I always want to make a recap for those of you who were not here yesterday. Definitely, we mentioned about Solomon Jamiro. Of course, I was wondering if he's actually in the country, and based on my findings, it's as if he's not in Sierra Leone. Because I was thinking, wait a minute, this guy talking like this, is he actually in the country? And based on my finding, based on my research, I meant to understand that he's not at the present in the country, in Sierra Leone. He's outside Sierra Leone. I don't know if he's back. I don't know that. But I know at that point he was making that statement. At that point he was making that speech. He was not in the country. And I mentioned yesterday that Solomon Jamiro is the only adult in the room. He is the only adult in that room. And when he was talking, even though you are not able to, some of you are not able to see him, but you can feel the pressure. You can feel the emotions. Sometimes in English, there are certain times you talk with certain emotions, and you want people to know that, yes, you are talking with that kind of emotion. And that was what you were feeling in that guy's voice. In the pitch of his voice. You know that this thing is disturbing him. And so he made some sensitive points, that day. He created the impression that all these things that were going on, he never liked it. He created the impression that he's been talking. He's been trying to make a point, but nobody's listening to him. And it comes to a point when I was telling you guys, these guys are prepared for war. I am going to give you facts that they are ready. But when they are ready, you know what they will say? Oh, we are inciting. We are inciting. But we are not inciting. What we are doing, we are trying to educate our people to know what you guys are doing. But before we start, probably we want to do one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, just excuse me, let me put on the light. Place is too dark. Okay. We want to make some points, because there is nobody in Sierra Leone right now that you can depend on when it comes to peaceful negotiation. Nobody. Not civil society. Nobody's there. Nobody. Nobody is capable to be seen as a broker. As a broker of peace. There is nobody in Sierra Leone. Name me one civil society in Sierra Leone that you can say, and that was why the TRC, failed. That was why it failed. Because they had people who had their own personal benefits, aside. They had people they want to protect. And this is the same thing. We're talking to the international community not to make this mistake this time. That was why the TRC failed. And some people were coming to my feed and telling me, oh, I was there at this TRC. You don't know what you're talking about. Because if you know what you do, some people who are at the TRC knows exactly what I'm talking about. That was why the TRC failed. Because the people that went there to negotiate were those same people that were the rebels that tried to protect their own people. That was what happened. And that is why we're seeing this thing coming again. And we're talking to you as international community not to make the kind of mistake those people made. You cannot include any civil society in Sierra Leone. They are all a part of what is happening right now in Sierra Leone. They are all a part. You check the records. Some of you are in Sierra Leone as a civil society, as an international organization, international community. The embassies are there. I know you have your people. They know exactly. This civil society, all of them cannot be a part of a negotiation because they are part of a conflict. They are part of that conflict. How can you take somebody who has taken sides already and you say you want to make them peace brokers? It is not going to work because they've already had their sides. They've already taken sides. You cannot take them and bring them and make them brokers. No civil society in that place is a broker. They cannot broker any peace in that country. They've already taken sides. So how can you take them and say they must be a part of peace brokers? It's not going to work because they already are, they already have their sides. They've already taken sides. They've already made statements that aggravated one set of the people or the other. So how can you take them and say you want them to be peace brokers? It's just that, I'm talking to the international community now. This is not a point wherein you want to please people. This is not it. And you must show evidences that you guys have taken sides and they have taken sides already. Those people have taken sides. How can you make them peace brokers when they've already taken sides? Let me give you 5 characteristics. 5 characteristics, or we may call them hallmarks of a peacemaker. 5 characteristics. I usually call them, they are hallmarks. You have more. You have more, but I just want to present 5 characteristics for me, from my perspective, of a peacemaker. In the first place, if a peace does not rule in your heart, how can you be a peace broker? How can you be a peacemaker? If you yourself don't have peace. So the first thing is you yourself must have peace in your own heart first. Because if you don't have it, if your heart is full of terror, if your heart is full of evil, how can you broker a peace? How can you be a peace broker when you yourself cannot even make peace within yourself? It starts from you. It starts from you, your individual. Make peace with yourself first. You want to broker peace. No, you're not qualified. You are not qualified because you yourself don't even have peace within yourself. How can you broker peace? And that is why we are saying this peace must start from the outside. And even the civil society must be a part. Not a part of the peace brokers, but they must be a part of warring sides. Those sides they've already taken, they must be a part of those sides. You cannot be a peace broker as a civil society. You cannot be a peace broker. Have we not seen Joseph Sano, who said he's a civil society person? Have we not seen what he was doing? Joseph Sano, you want to take that person as a peace broker? That would be a suicide mission. it would be a mistake. That would be a mistake to take somebody like Joseph Sano or Andrew Lavalley or the others or Marcela Samba and go and put them and say, you guys can be a peace broker. They've already taken sides. Just like the TRC failed, if you as international community don't look at this as a pointer, this one will fail too. So in the first place, you must have peace first within us. But secondly, peacemakers are active. They are not passive. Peacemakers are what? Active. Who is a passive person? The middle ground. Oh, I'm not part of this. Oh, this, let them. But you already know exactly where you are, but nobody knows. As a peacemaker, you must believe in all sides. Listen to all sides. That's what you have to do. But if you as a peacemaker, you said you are not going to listen to one side, you're only going to listen to one side, and you have made statements that aggravated one side, what kind of a peacemaker are you? Let's take for instance, I want to bring an instance. What Marcela Samba said. She said people are buying 1,000 megabytes to listen to somebody who is inciting. You've already taken sides already. You've made one side of the coin has already been angry with you. One side of the coin is already angry with you. To make that statement, oh well, people are buying 1,000 megabytes to just listen to inciting statements. And you have your point, what you're making. So peacemakers are active. They listen to every side. They make sure they don't aggravate each side. They make sure the two sides trust them. Ask yourself as a civil society, do these two factions believe in us? Do they respect us? That's what, as a civil society, you must ask yourself. That is what, as a journalist, you must ask yourself. Ask yourself, why is it that everybody, 90% of the people in Sierra Leone, listens to the diasporans? Why? Did you ever sit and ask yourself that? Why? Listen, if you are giving the people of Sierra Leone the right information, they will not go. They will listen, but they will not believe that. No, radio don't tell we say na so. That is what they will say. Oh no, radio don't. But lie, then they lie. Radio don't tell we so. But they are not getting the facts. They are not getting the truth from the journalists. They are not getting the truth from the civil society. So they choose what? An external option, the diasporans. They choose an external faction, which is the diasporans. They believe that the diasporans is the only news that is credible. That is what they think. That is their opinion. You cannot argue that. You cannot fight that. If the government was giving the people the right information, they are getting the truth from the government, there was no need for them to listen to people in the diaspora. No need. So number 3, a peacemaker must be gentle. I think we need to overemphasize that one. We need to overemphasize it. A peacemaker must be gentle. I will not go and sit at the peacemaker when I know I am against the SLPP pauper government. I cannot. I can be a part of that faction that is aggrieved, that is against them. Don't put yourself where you don't belong. You civil society, don't put yourself where you do not belong. You are already a faction. As a civil society, you are a faction. So don't begin to go and say you are peacemakers, you are peace brokers. You are nobody. I think the people of Sierra Leone, we need to be sensible enough to know that all of the civil society are factions. They are not peace brokers. They cannot be peace brokers. No, they cannot be peace brokers. They are a part of the factions. So how can you take a table or chair and sit at the peace broker? Then you think, no, you cannot. You're not. I know there are individuals in Sierra Leone. Basita Michael is one of them. Basita Michael, I can guarantee you, he is one of those people that can sit at a peace broker table. And I know he will speak the truth. I know she will speak the truth. I'm sorry. She's fearless. Basita Michael, she's fearless. I know she will not hide the truth. I know she will talk from the bottom of her heart. Because I have seen her speak in front of people that should have been feared, but she never feared them. She spoke. These are the kind of people, if they sit as peace brokers, the Sierra Leoneans can sit and rest. They know that she's not afraid of anyone. She's not afraid of anyone. There are several people we know. I might not know them, but I'm just telling you one that I have followed. I have followed throughout. Basita Michael, she's fearless. She's fearless. But are you going to take Marcela Samba, who from the start of the thing has already had a mind of a group of people? I don't know I don't know, but I think you guys, I don't know if all of you guys are hearing. If my internet is it's as if people are saying the internet is like causing some problems, and some words are not being heard, So if that is happening, can you please tell me if you are getting me clearly? Because I don't want you to miss out, because I know my internet is working perfectly here. So I don't know, probably I don't know if it's something has to do with your own part of because some people are complaining that my internet is not working properly. There are some breakages, so with the words. So if that is happening, let me know. Let me know if it is happening. But I will continue. If it is happening, then I will have to switch over to my data. I will just forget about my because the place is very dark right now. I think it's getting rainy. And so if it is happening, let me just know. Well, basically what we are talking about is this. Basita Michael is the only person I as an individual, others may have other people, but as an individual, Basita Michael is one of those people I know that will sit there and will not allow anything to go. She will speak her mind and she will speak the truth. You're going to put Marcela Samba in that place, who from day one has already taken sides. She's already taken sides. So are you going to take that one and bring? They already have that was why the TRC failed. So they must be gentle. Number 4. A peace broker or a peacemaker must what? Resolve the truth. Resolve in the truth. I think I have said it already about Basita Michael. She's not afraid to say the truth. And where truth reigns, it is possible that problems will be solved. When people speak the truth, there is possibility that problems will be solved. But when we fail to see the truth, from the beginning, from the onset, from the genesis of it, if we want to solve that problem, it is not going to solve because, we deviated from the truth. That was why the TRC failed. That was why the TRC failed. Some people are, the TRC, that was why the TRC failed. Because people took sides and they were included in the negotiation. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. That was why a lot of people that were supposed to be in jail, a lot of motherfuckers that were supposed to be in jail, are moving around, and some of them are the ones causing these issues right now. Because there was nobody there to speak the truth openly and say, okay, yes, these people made mistakes. If we want to forgive them, but let them come out. What they did was to sweep most of those things under the carpet. And somebody was telling me, I was at the TIC. You were not there. You were not there. If you were there, you would know some of those things that were swept under the carpet. If you were there, you were not there. I can guarantee you that. You were not there. It is the same mistake if we choose people from these civil society movements to be a part of what? Peacemakers. They have no moral grounds. They have no pedestal. There's no pedestal. They have no pedestal to stand up and be a part of a peace broker or peacemaker. They've not got that. These are the same people who, for the past 4 years, were supporting bad governors. They are not speaking out. They have been silent throughout these 4 years. And now you want to be a part of those to be peace brokers, to be peacemakers? I don't think the international community is that not sensitive. They cannot be insensitive to that. They cannot. I believe the international community knows that. You cannot make those people a part of peace brokers when they are part of a faction. If you are talking to them individually, yes, let them go to their different factions. And we can talk. You cannot take me and make me a peace broker. I've already taken sides already with the people of Sierra Leone. I already have that side. I cannot be a peace broker. No, I can be a faction. And when we come to the tables, that is where you have those civil society. Let all of them take their sides. Then we can negotiate. That is how it is. You cannot take somebody who is a part of a conflict and make them peace brokers. You cannot do that. And I want the international community to take note. How can you take somebody who is already a part of a faction, who is already a part of the conflict, and make them peace brokers? All of this civil society are a part of this conflict. How can you make them peace brokers? No. And that is why we're talking to the international community. Number 5, which is lacking in this government. Number 5, hallmark of a peacemaker. Patience. That is what is lacking in this government. Patience. I will continue to bring this. Had it not because of the patience of Ernest Bai Koroma, the day that Madabio blocked his convoy, it would have been something else. I'm not telling you, I have a whole lot with Ernest Bai Koroma. There is a whole lot I blamed him for. Several things I would blame him for. But had it not been because of patience, that would have been a problem right there. Something would have happened. Clashes would have happened in that day. Patience. A peace broker must be patient. And that was why I said I would only guarantee one person, Miss Basita Michaels. She's the only person I know that will look one faction in the eye and tell them the truth, and look the other faction in the eye and tell them the truth. Because she does not owe any allegiance to any faction. She does not owe. She's the only one I can vouch for. You may have somebody else you would vouch for. Yes. But I will vouch for that. I have followed her. Since that day at Bichumani, I have followed her. And every speech, she's precise. Every word she speaks, she's precise. You want to take Marcella Samba as a peace broker? That would be another day. So these are the hallmarks. But let's go to my main point. The reason why I said it, it's based on my topic today. Should preaching peace be one-sided? Should preaching peace be one-sided? Or are war songs associated to peace? You tell me, should preaching peace be one-sided, or are war songs associated to peace? You want to tell me? You answer that. Let's answer. I said this is a discussion. You know, many people are talking of peace from the one side of their mouth, and they are talking something else from the other side of their mouth. I'm talking about everybody. If you are talking about peace from one side of your mouth, and you are talking about something else from the other side of your mouth, I don't know which game you're playing, but I know you're playing a game. And that game will soon catch up with you. I can tell you that. Let me tell you about one thing. I don't care if you're a Mende and you are up there and trying to incite the people. And I will tell you, I will give you instances there. Say I am inciting. I would own that. I can tell you, I will own that. Everything I say here, I am owning everything I say here. You tell me if I'm inciting, okay. Thank God, you know why? We have people who are around there. You have peace corps. They're around you. You don't even know who they are. They are reporting. So if you think that whatever you're doing, you are preaching one thing from one part of your mouth, and you're preaching something else in another part of your mouth, okay, fine. People are going about, just because they had personal problems with people, they are going about pointing people's houses that were actually formerly APC, or they had grudge for that person. They are pointing people out either to prison or to their death. Is that preaching peace? You are preaching peace from the one side of your mouth, and you are preaching something else from the other side of your mouth. And when you are ready, you are talking that, well, we are preaching incitement. Who is preaching incitement? Go to the east. I will tell you, I said I have respect for the Bo people. And that I will continue until they disappoint me. I will continue to have respect for the Bo people. Go to Kenema right now. Go to all of this Kailau Pujian and listen to the war songs. Those Mende war songs, they are activating right now. I want you to go and listen. I want you to go there. Even if you are a Mende person, probably if you are not a Mende, you don't have the guts to go there. But if you are a Mende person and you are not for what is going on, go to the east. Go to the east, Kenema, Kailau, Pujian, and listen to those war songs they are singing right now. They have activated some war songs they have not sung for years. And tell us, yeah, we are preaching incitement. Preaching incitement. We are not preaching incitement. We are telling the people to know. That was how Rwanda started. When the Hutu were standing, by groups and everything. That's why we want the international community to know. Because at the end of the day, we are going to say, we made these comments. We're going to say, we saw this coming. You never listened to us. You never paid attention to us because we follow history. I follow history. I know the trend of history. I know when this thing is getting out of hand. And that is what they have done. In Rwanda, it's the same thing. The entire military were Hutus. Same thing. The entire military now is Mendes. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm not a prophet of doom. But I'm telling you, this is how Rwanda started. This message is for the international community, for them to know. I know they know history. That's what happened in Rwanda. They keep preaching. They keep singing these war songs in the Hutu areas. They keep singing. They were distributing weapons to the Hutus. These army officers in Rwanda distributing weapons to the Hutus. Oh yes. The reason why we're reminding that it's for the international community to know, because some of our message will come back and haunt them. Because that is the same thing they were saying in Rwanda. They pointed out some of these things. Nobody listened. Nobody listened. And that was why some of us were going to preach this. We're going to say it. Go to Kenema. Go to Kailau. Go to Pujan. And listen to these war songs. Those war songs they were singing during the rebel war. These are the war songs they have activated right now. They are singing them in those different places. And that's why I said, I'm going to remove the Bo people. They are well civilized. They are sensible. They are intelligent. The Bo people, they are very intelligent. As I said the last time, I have worked with several Bo people. Very intelligent people. They know how to navigate system. I'm just telling you. I know the Bo people will not be a part of this. I can tell you that. I can vouch for them, except they disappoint me. But I can vouch for the Bo people. They will not be a part of this thing. Of course, you will have segments. Definitely everywhere, you would have few people who would definitely be a part of. But the majority of the Bo people will not be a part of what is going on. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that, because they think intelligently. I'm saying this because, you know what? I don't know what is wrong. I don't know what, and it is not all Mende people, but I don't know what this pauper, these people who say they are pauper, the problem they have with Northerners and Westerners. These two areas are their targets. You listen to the president, is that not incitement? You are handpicking towns. You are handpicking areas. And we all know the Bo people, they protested. The Kono people, they protested. They did. Bo people protested. Kono people protested. You did not call them out. Did you? You handpicked northern towns, northern villages. You handpicked Freetown. You know, that's why when people talk about peace, I say you are preaching peace on the one side of your mouth, and you're preaching war on the other side of your mouth. You go to the north right now. Go to those villages. They are killing people in numbers. I'm not talking out of blues. I'm not talking out of the blues, because I have people in those villages. If you don't know that, they are killing people in the north in the numbers. Say it, say I'm inciting. But I will let the people know. I'll let the people go. Maybe you better go to Rwanda back and see. Go do a research. Go look at the Hutus right now. Go and do your research. Go and do a research what is happening to the Hutus. They will live with that guilt until the rest of their lives. Because every day they see Tutsis, they will live with that guilt for the rest of their lives. What is wrong? Why is it that you have a problem with Northerners and you have a problem with Westerners? What is wrong with this pauper? What is wrong with you people? I don't know what these people did to you. The president singled out. He singled out northern villages, northern towns. He singled out western area. But he did not call Bo. Bo protested. I am not going to include Bo in this. I'm not even going to include Bo in this mess because they are intelligent. They are suffering. That was why they protested. They said, we want peace. They protested. And now, because we are talking about Bo people, you know what they want to do to these Bo people? They want to include you now. The reason why they want to include, the North and the West get angry with you. Because people are talking about Bo people. People are talking about you. So what they want to do, that was why they said they want to make a protest in Bo. A pro-protest in Bo. A pro-government protest in Bo. Because they want the Bo people and North and Western area to get some clash. That is what they wanted. You think these people want peace? This SLPP power, and I will continue to distinguish them from the mainstream SLPP. This SLPP power, this JMB. In fact, I said the last time, I will continue to call them JMB. They are the ones that want to destroy that country. I'm not going to, mix with. I would always say this. Anyone that is in support of bad governance, it is because you are enjoying, you are benefiting from this government. Because you are benefiting. That is why you are protecting. You are safeguarding, because you believe that without these people, your livelihood is going. So you want to protect them. We know that. You know that. You think you're going to fool people. No, you're not going to fool us. Because we know what is going on. We sabi. We know exactly what they go on. So you not go able for make we believe say you are fighting a just cause. No, you are not fighting a just cause. You are fighting a selfish cause, because you know when another government comes in, your benefits, your entitlement will disappear. And you have people, that's what I'm saying. It's like people in brain. They open their skull, then take all the brain out, then they lock the skull back. No brain, no day. No brain. Because not only a brainless person now go support waiting they go on soon as alone. A brainless person. You see this thing, they regenerate to something else. You continuously they support bad governance. People are dying and you are supporting something that is a part of, And to be very candid, people they don't begin to talk about the military. Me no one pussy way. I always say, I think out of the box. I always say this. All this, the military this, the military that. I will never include the military in this. Trust me. I will never. I want evidences where go show say the military they mix pan this. Then I go mix them. But I will never support anybody where they say now the military, now they do this. No, not to the military. They have given these Kamajors military uniforms for doing it and they go and do so. It is not the mainstream military that it's doing. Not to the mainstream military they do what and they do so. No, it is the Kamajors. The mainstream, no, that will not give them. Me, past the day where I get concrete evidence say, yes, the military, they are part of this thing. If they preach peace on one side, then they preach war on the other side, last year. Until that's an individual, because all of the pictures that we don't see so far, we don't know say, these are not military men. These are Kamajors. They're not military men. No. The only thing I get concerned over, but not too much concern, because I know say them songs and the military can sing them songs and they, but it worries some and it concerning. Because at this point in time, I don't believe say the military for sing them songs and do then wire, then go sabi with today. We know say that song they part of the military, then can sing that song they, but una for know when and how for sing a song. That was not an appropriate time for sing a song. Later on, actually, when I change, when I begin sing some Christian songs, then okay, yes. But that song, at this point in time, people don't begin for interpret and say, now the people that when they talk about. Say, when they tell the people and say, them people are then go sabi we. So una better go and probably try for, if una not do that nothing about that, I will become also skeptical about the military. Una get for calm and una, because you cannot make them wire then go sabi with today. Tell me true. At this point in time where the situation is on a salon, una they sing that song, then una they gonna sit back, una they take loudspeaker, they tell you, hey, una not mix, them politicians and this and that. No. What you wanna they do now for say the APC politicians the NGC politicians not so good politicians now only there why so the SLPP politicians that is what you are trying to do. We're not going to buy that. If that is exactly your point, then that point is invalid. That is your point is invalid. You know. Una don't begin for sing war songs songs where they not sing from the war, from the rebel war. Then songs and they una don't begin singing. That was how it was in Rwanda. People began singing war songs. Every corner, every village, they were singing war songs in the Hutu areas. The reason why they say this, tomorrow I will say, hey, this man been talking tradi. People are being, when they can't force, if you go down to 2018, when they begin move the weapons then. Move the weapon then to Moyamba, move the weapon then to Matu John, move the weapon then to Bonth, move the weapon then to some parts of Kenema. You see, they don't even trust the Bo people then. I can tell you. They say SLPP Pauper, they don't trust the Bo people then. Because they don't keep weapon there. Because they don't trust them. And I make always continue for defend the Bo people then. Until the day where I go no say, they don't disappoint me. People, you wanna feel say people they don't know what they do. There were weapons in Moyamba area. There were weapons in Matu John. There were weapons in Bont. You think we don't know? People are playing with things that would definitely become inflamed. When they're ready, they say, oh, with the incites. Yes, you people, Alpha Saidu and the others are inciting. You are not talking. And I would always say this. And that was what the wife of the president said. The wife of the president said only SLPP, those who supported SLPP are Sierra Leoneans. So now we don't begin for belief. And now, and I'm going to say this in English because I want the international community to know this. So we are beginning to believe, because the wife of the president said it is only those who are SLPP as Sierra Leoneans. So it means they are going to eliminate everybody else that is not SLPP. You know, when I don't know what you guys don't know what is incitement. You don't know what is incitement. Until the ICC begin to tell you what is incitement. We are just pointing out the things you are doing. And the international community knows that. The International Criminal Court knows that. And we are pointing out these things to you for you to see the things these guys are doing. These things I'm speaking right now, they are secret agents already know that in Sierra Leone. They know. They know what is going on more than you. Do you think these foreign embassies, this international community don't know what is going on? You think that? You are mistaken if you think that way. They know everybody that is in this government that is inflaming this thing. They know all of them. And that was why I told you the last time. I said David Francis is the #1 terrorist in Sierra Leone. They call him Professor David Francis. He is the #1 terrorist in Sierra Leone. You think the international community don't know him? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Look at his countenance. You know, now people don't know more. You see, they don't get shame. One thing about SLPP power, they don't get shame. But when inwardly you look beyond the countenance, you see what something is bothering him. This is not the person where they cause. All what they go on so, now David Francis, now they cause them. Everything where they go on so, now in the architect, now in the main person. And the Maliamungu of Uganda. Now Lima, Lawrence Lima, now the Maliamungu of Uganda. I hope you remember Udana Maliamungu. I hope we all remember Udana Malia. If you don't know Udana Maliamungu, Awale you go read about Idi Amin and you go know Udana Maliamungu. Now the role that one the way like Lawrence Lima they play right now. Now they get in that squad, they go on a net, they kill people there. And up till now they do them. As I they speak. You get that squad in a McKinney, you get now most of the villages there, they go about and kill people there. These are northern lives. These are Sierra Leoneans. He is the Maliamungu of Sierra Leone. Lahai Lawrence Lima, he is the Maliamungu. I want the international community to know this. We have videos. We have videos that are pointing at him. We have seen videos. If he doesn't know that, we have seen videos. These are videos that you will never see until his ass is taken to the International Criminal Court. That's when you will see videos like that. Because those videos will definitely, if we show them, they will show the house that the people stood to video him. And we know what he's going to do. So we're not going to show those videos because it will expose those people. These are people, and if you look, you see where then the video. I posted them back this morning. You see where then the video in the last Lawrence Lima. The person they say, oh, you can't watch him, mama. I know say me picking go do this, go go. They take care of salon. Okay. Now we don't know say the mama now they encourage the picking for kill people then. Okay, no problem. Now we don't know say this syndicate na family business. This syndicate na family business. Excuse me, honey. Something's burning. Sorry about it. We know say this is a syndicate. We know it is a syndicate. If a mother can preach such thing to a son, you wonder what they will not do. So mama don't mix. Mama with me, I believe say mama they are that kind of soft people where go kind of the background and say no, not do this, no, let the law take in course. Catch, can go na police. If they're guilty, okay. If they're not guilty, then go left them back. But you, the mama, now you don't instigate. You see what I tell you? That is how the Rwanda situation started. Family members were the one instigating their family members to go out and kill the Tutsis. Now mama and they tell him Piki say let go kill, because that's what I see it. You will encourage you Pikin. Give him hope. Encourage him. Now you they send him out for make he go kill people then. And that's why I say you cannot preach peace on one side of your mouth and you're preaching something else on the other side of your mouth. If you will not believe me, you the Mende post, you will not believe me, and you will not depend this year. You will believe say this thing you want peace. And while you go na Kenema, go Kailaun. Now no more it's not expensive now for go there again. Go Kailaun, go na Pujeun. Let you hear the song and then Jereun side there. Let you hear the song then when they Asabi the air than they all. And I'm not a stranger to this area. I was married to a Mende woman for 18 good years. I had 3 children with her. 3 children. 3 half Mende children. They area then they all, but the Juma Soma, they side and they all, and they before Soma come on. Asabi the area then they all. So the south, the east not a place where strange to me. The east is not strange to me. There's not a place in the east when a big tour where are not Sabi. No, Zibi and what they go. I want to send people there. Una wanna mandate there. Send people, let them go. You know, because for let you believe something, not for let you see them, or for let you experience them. I want you send people there. There you go. You know mandate. Nobody not going to suspect you. If not 2 are they talk on a lie they talk, you go no. They don't activate them songs, them Mende songs, them war songs. They have activated them. Those songs they've stopped singing since the end of the war. They have activated those songs. And they've started singing those songs. And I mentioned that this is the same thing that happened in Rwanda. So if you and I are joking with this thing, I have told you from day one, these people wanted war. But you guys, you've never believed me. They've done everything. And people are just resolved. The people have just resolved to say, we're not going to fight. You know what? We know and they know that. They know that we are refusing to fight because, you know what? We have remembered the war. They know we continue to point at the war. And so that is why they are stalking. They are pushing. It's been a long time. From day one, from day one, they wanted to stir up, they wanted to activate, they wanted to do something, to just do something. But I tell people, Keke Thomas Sandy, you are making some inflammatory statements. You are a government official. I am not a government official. You are making some inflammatory statements that will haunt you tomorrow. Because what? You are an authority. They are not going to hold me responsible for some of these things. But they will hold you responsible because I have not said anything I'm just pointing out the facts. You are making a statement to aggravate a segment of the group in Sierra Leone. And that is what you are doing. You, Alpha Saidu and the information minister, Soare, you guys are making some inflammatory statements that will haunt you tomorrow. I guarantee you this. I think you have not seen the ICC, the International Criminal Court. I think you better go back and read. You are an authority. They expect you are the ones that are supposed to preach peace. You are the ones that are activating dissent among a group of people like the SLPP pauper. That's what you're doing. But you don't know what you're doing because it will haunt you. It will haunt you. Those words you are saying, you think you are trying to express or making sure that people know that you're writing good English. Okay. They will have to underline all of those words. All of those words, they will have to underline them. Because people like you are the ones that are causing the problem in that country. Alpha Saidu, you the Keketoma, Soiree, and there is this other guy that was on the news that are aggravating a situation like this. Of course, you have the chief of staff, who is David Francis. He is the chief of staff of all this. He's the head. He's the head. From him, it trickles down to Keketoma and the others. David Francis, they call him Professor David Francis. He is the chief of staff of everything that is going on. He's the architect of creating unrest in that country. They want war. You guys don't know this. They want war. And David Francis had a grudge from the days of Sheki because he had to run away. If you guys know the history. But that guy is dead over how many years? So now that transfer, I told you the last time I said it is a transfer of aggression. You are transferring that aggression now to Northerners and Westerners. That is what you're doing. You're creating a problem for a country that has had peace for over how many years? And you want to take us to Rwanda. Yes, what happened in Rwanda? That is what you want to introduce in Sierra Leone. You are an authority and you will be held squarely responsible. Just like your president and the wife said. Your president said the white people divided us. And we divided us into what? Mende, Timini, Limba. A president is saying those divisive messages. Is sending those divisive messages to a nation that have had 10 years war. We are still healing. You are making a statement as a president. That question would have been answered in a more mature way, in a more intelligent way. As a president, you are the father of the nation. You cannot send a divisive message to a nation that has had a 10 years war. A divisive message to that same people that are still grieving. You don't know. People are still grieving. Over 20 years now, people are still grieving. You're sending a divisive message. Oh, well, I did not divide Sierra Leone. After all, the white people divided us into north, east, west, and south. And we came again and divided ourselves to Mende, Timini, Limba, Soso, Loko, and this and that. Is that a message for a president? President who is the father of a nation, like you have children, and you started giving them divisive message to divide themselves, and they are your children. I was thinking a father, when even the children have a problem, it is the father that comes in and to try to mend fences among the children. It should not be the father creating the problem among the children. Then I will ask, whose father? What a father are you? What father are you? What father are you sending a divisive message to your country, to your nation, to your people? And when the wife came, the wife in fact doubled down. The wife continued with that divisive message. The wife said, I'm talking about the wife of the president. The wife of the president said, it is only your party, the SLPP pauper, are the only true Sierra Leoneans. Can a mother of a nation say that? Can a mother of a nation say only a specific set of people are Sierra Leoneans? And these are less than 1 million people. And you have another 5 point something million people who you have definitely kicked out. You say only those that are supporting that party are the only Sierra Leoneans. And you did not stop there. You went on to say you are going to what? Barbecue the private part of men. Some of you guys, I don't know if you are listening. I don't know if you are listening. She said on the media, I'm talking about not alone, on the media. She sent it on WhatsApp. She sent it on Facebook that they are going to barbecue the private parts of men. And that they are going to mob justice anyone that does not support the SLPP party. Can a mother of a nation make that kind of message? You are going to barbecue the private part of men? Even if somebody did something, that's not the way to put it. But you say you are going to barbecue the private part of men. And you are going to mob justice people. And you are talking about terrorists. Who are the terrorists? Who are the terrorists? For somebody who is saying they are going to mob justice. And they did it. They did it. They have the soldier tomboys that are going around mob justice in people. Beating people. They did beat a what? A mentally challenged person. Chris man, they beat Chris man. We all know Blacker. Somebody who is mentally challenged. To a point, they take a mentally challenged person to court. What a party. Are you people serious? A mentally challenged person. Because we don't say mentally retarded. No. They are mentally challenged. They can do many other things. So how can you say mentally retarded? No, they are mentally challenged. They just have a problem with thinking. But they can go get water, they can do some other stuff on their own, they can eat on their own. So they just have a mental challenge. And you took that individual, take him to Pademba or take him to prison, take him to court. It has to take a lawyer to go and defend that individual. Have we reached that point that even we don't recognize somebody who is mentally challenged? Have we reached that point? Have we reached that low? What people are we? What is SLPP pauper thinking? And that's why we have to ask ourselves again, which type of school did this guy go to? Which type of school? You wonder which type of school. You know, and that's why when people say, oh, may the people that land past everybody, who told you that? Some of us went to school with them. Oh yes, I went to school with them. We sat on the same classes. Who told you that? Who told you? It's just that our own people from Western area and Northern area don't believe in what? Supporting their own people. That is the problem we have in Sierra Leone. The Mende people, what they are good at, when they have a position, they will make sure they support their people to go and study. Our own people, they will be in authority, and in fact, they will hate their own people. When the SLPP came, let me tell you something. Madabio and others, the same time they were giving that cheat to go to the army, I was also part of those people that were supposed to be given a cheat. My mother said, no, I know you. I am not going to allow you to go to the army. We were supposed to have, probably would have been a part. I would not have, of course, for me, probably they would have killed me. I will not include myself in any insurrection or overthrow like that. Maybe I would have. Maybe my mother was right. That same time, because my uncle was Kauta Dumbuya. They brought the cheat, they got the form. My mother said, no, I'm not going to allow, God rest her soul. She's not alive anymore. But my mother said, I'm not going to allow this man to go to the army. No, I know him. I know the kind of person. I'm not going to allow him to go to the army. She was right. She was trying to protect her son. God rest her soul. But let me tell you, all of us would have been together. But I decided not to go because my mother said, no, I am not going to allow you to go to the army because I know the kind of person you are. So when people are talking about peace and all of them from one side of their mouth and they're talking war on the other side of the mouth, you better be careful. But again, probably I need to say something again about for us who are in the diaspora. Let me tell you what these people are doing right now. They have resorted to intimidation. They have resorted to cursing. They have resorted to everything. They have resorted to lying. Just to intimidate people in the diaspora. And that was, I told somebody, I was talking to somebody, I said, I wish Egerton would not have come on air to defend himself. Listen to me. I am not going to defend myself to anyone. Who are you for me to defend myself to you? Who are you? I have no reason to defend myself. And to be honest, Egerton, for me, he behaved like a child. Or like a woman. No disrespect to you. You guys have soft, you have emotions and everything. I will not come to here to defend myself. No, I'm not going to do that. I will never do that. Say whatever you want to say. Curse me whatever way you want for curse me. Curse me. One thing I get thick skin. This thick skin, me. Nothing no they do me. I get thick skin. Then I want you what they tell you. My skin is very thick. It is not easy to penetrate. Just like I'm a black person. I'm protected from the sun. That's the same thing. All of them cost them. I am protected. I get shield. Where I do they bounce and go back. So for me, nothing no they do me. I don't respond to anybody. Trust me. I don't have time to respond to you. Because that is what they will resort to. Intimidation. They will intimidate you. They will say, I have told you twice now, somebody is calling me from Philadelphia with a boner to say they are coming for me. I tell them, come for me. And that was why I showed them my gun. Come for me. I'm not saying you might not succeed in killing me. Because my brothers and sisters also died in Sierra Leone. And will continue to mourn for them. I'm not saying you're not going to kill me. But before you do, I am going to kill you first. Post your picture on social media. Before I tell my people that, hey, you know what, Sierra Leoneans, at least before I die, I already took his own life. You think I'm afraid of dying? If people died for us in Sierra Leone, they paid the price for us. Who is me? I'm not going to hide from anyone. I can tell you, I'm not going to hide from anyone. You think I will stop? I will never stop. I will never stop. I will never stop. People pay their lives. They pay their lives in Freetown. Why should I? And you are telling me, oh, come to. Okay, tell Lima to come to America. Tell him to come to my house in America. If you are saying we should go to Sierra Leone, tell Lima to come to America. Tell Mother Bio to come to America and meet me in my house. But this is where I have power. You have power. I have power in my own house. Tell Mother Bio to come to America, to come to my house. That is what you should have done. Tell Lima, go to that man in America, ba. Go meet her. I come to Sierra Leone. Why not tell Lima to come to America and meet me here? And let's challenge ourselves. And let's see who prevails. They talk now say man to man, bone to bone. Now they talk so. I gone Lima able for all. You waiting they call? You come to America and now we go to the boxing ring and challenge yourself man to man. And let's see who will prevail. All your military skill, I will tell you, say, I am more trained than you. Because I go to the gym. I keep fit. You see me, body? You know, send me na my way they keep fit. You know, oh, una kana salon no, una there no more na they talk. Tell him na salon they talk. Let can America no, let come meet we. Let come meet we na ya. Una don't pass mark. Oh, now una sit down no more na they talk una get intimidation. Me nobody not able for intimidate me. Na got in shaba now una they able for intimidate. Because in West now that strong woman, the woman strong. Rachel a strong woman. I wish she able for talk to her husband for that strong like how he's strong. Una feel say una go able for intimidate people there. Hey me, now one person una not able for intimidate. You know they able for intimidate me. Who? Like, are you sabi the pen? Now so I sabi the pen. Ask the one they hold the meet on Twitter. They go tell you. How you sabi how for use the pen? Now so me say sabi how for use the pen. If my brother and sister they don't pay the price in a salon, who that na me? I for stop now? Just because they intimidate me, I go stop? I will never stop. I no go ever stop. I can tell you that. And we dey talk to all of the diaspora. Now this strategy they don't use now. Intimidation. For intimidate the diaspora and say. Me, nobody not able for intimidate me. I get a very thick skin. Thick skin. You cannot intimidate me. People have paid the price in Sierra Leone. If you are saying I should go to Sierra Leone, tell Lima to come to America. Let him come here. And let's stand one-to-one with you. You see me so I say, let's see what's in the happen. Now that day they wanna go know who that na me. I'm telling you. Now make way I they see a mother be on England. Now if na maybe the England, that foot there now they kick first. That foot there. Una tell him I like America. Let's see. If he say me the afraid person, let him a Canada that one day. If me and you know hold on one-to-one. Me I not afraid nobody. And I make the one day where they in Philadelphia they come for you. And why you come? When you see the man where you talk about, where you see him, you go not say this sort of man self I go tin up. Why they tin up before? Because when you see me, sometimes when they see half of me that I make, let you see me in full picture. Not to the one where they afraid or like I got in Saba. And me not afraid. Now I got in Saba and I ain't afraid. And I'm not saying wife go put where them for no say yes. You are a man. What you go make like say you want for crying now video they make like you cry and for sympathy. I got you disappoint me. Seriously. You disappoint me. Now they make them people also they make much per week. You disappoint me. You don't go make like woman they make like say you want cry. I got him buck up man. Buck up man. Why they see you na video, you don't make her they feel say yeah, that's what you did, in other but you not show that. You show like a weak person. You show like a weak person, man. Man, be strong. Get a thick skin, man. Now you don't go. So if somebody can challenge you for waiting, that's so you go run. That's why you go run. Boy, if they don't begin see this by you, you don't know. As I be the wire, when you don't begin see this kind of thing by you, don't done. They go hit you until you not close on a network. That's what they want. They want to not talk about again. That is what they want. They go talk say, would they target you na 1-1? This and that, would they make let them arrest you now, let them send you na class. Una stupid. Una stupid. Una all the power people. Una all stupid. Una all stupid. You know, they talk about it. Una all stupid. You think it's just easy no more for us can't take somebody, indict somebody, can go to a salon. Una feel say that they're African countries. Una feel say that they're African countries. Una go just get somebody, una just wait till them call, hey. Lawrence Lima, he go pay for this. He's going to pay for this. He's going to pay for this. I can tell you that. You think this he go free? He go pay for this. No, she don't know more. No, wait. Intimidation. When they go and intimidate people there, diasporans there, when they go and intimidate there. Una ask una people there una get na Air Force. Una ask them. Now una for calm. Not to them why una for abopa. Because they not some of them they don't even get standard. They don't even sabi the law safe. Now the law na no sabi safe. I can tell you, I know the law. I sabi the law from cover to cover. I know what it cover me. I know what it protect me. Yeah. I'm a single bro. You think, you know, sometimes, una feel say, because una they intimidate the people in a salon, una they kill una young people, those same people that voted for you, you are killing those people. You think that that kind of way they una get that kind of opportunity they una get outside Sierra Leone. No, you don't have that. And the London people then they matter be they pass day, then idiot then they pass day, in the Keketoma they pass day, they not even for do nothing. You know? Until una they can September, una go see. You know fight again. We know they tell una self una go see until una they can September. Una go see. Una they come. Let's see no more. Within the call. But me, nobody know them for intimidate me. You cannot intimidate me. Yeah, Lawrence Lima, they go and kill people. Then they Panam up till now. Then they Panam, especially in the northern part of Sierra Leone. They are going to villages, killing people. If you think this is a joke, go and check. I always say, what are they say? Go check. But I want for left this with we. It takes the Mende people. I will continue to emphasize this. It takes the Mende people for make them know say these people then come for destroy the tribe. It takes the Mende people for no say them people also come for destroy the tribe. It takes the Mende people for no say them people also now for can't destroy that tribe they come for. As I say, go back and look the history of Rwanda. Look the Hutus. Look the situation at this point in time as I speak. They caused the death of almost 1 million Tutsis and moderate Hutus. Then one day will be say, those people like when Mendema say, I no mix. You know what in the Hutu then do? Then kill them back. Now they own tribesmen they then kill them back. Because they say they no mix. They not go kill person. Because of that, then kill them. So now I make them say 1 million Tutsis and moderate Hutus. But look at them now today. They have been subjected The one the women they make gaga, they send and force na prison. We commodity, we come, cause commit some crimes, where the law bet him and send him. The man pardon him back. Kagame pardon him. And I make Kagame tell and say, if you're able to put 10 opposition people there, I they resign. That is how strong the man believe in himself. That is how Paul Kagame believe in himself. He said, if you're able to pull 10 people them out for demonstrate against me, I they resign. I look myself, I say, well, this might get mine do. For even make that kind of statement there. He said, if you're able to pull 10 people there, if you're in opposition, you're able to pull 10 people there. You know, you're going to pay for this. You're going to pay for this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I go get for round up now, yeah? But I want to believe, say, let me tell you something, that will come an end to this. I know say some people, they not get hope, but me get hope. And I believe, say, that will come an end to this. This thing will come to an end. It go meet in hand. I can tell you this. We don't go through a lot of things past waiting they happen so. We don't go through a lot. But what? It came to an end. This would be history. It will be history. People will talk about it. You and I go talk about it. It will be history. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being a part of this show. Thank you for being a part of this discussion. I appreciate all of you guys coming in. You know, I may not be able to call your names, but I have seen all of you, and I know that indeed all of us want the best for our country, Sierra Leone. And we must be able to pay attention. We must be able to participate. We must be, it doesn't mean you have to come on air and talk, but you must just know what is going on. Be a part of what is going on in Sierra Leone. Don't ignore. Don't say it is not my business. The business of Sierra Leone is the business of Sierra Leoneans. We must pay attention to what is going on in Sierra Leone. We must be a part of it. Thank you very much, and remain blessed, and good night.